All right, today we're going to look at step 6 and step 7 as we walk through the 12 steps using the Celebrate Recovery model. And step 6 says we're entirely ready to have God remove all these defects of character. Step 7, humbly ask Him to remove our shortcomings. As step 6 is a preparation step. It's where you are getting prepared for something. I liken it to, you remember when you had a splinter in your hand or something like that, and you tell, when you was a kid, you tell them to pull it out, and you say, no. And you snatch back, and what you had to do is get ready for that to be removed, right? Because you would say you were ready, but you kept snatching back, you wasn't really ready. As I said, you had to get your heart and your mind ready for them to pull that splinter out. That's what step 6 is. Step 6 is just us getting ready. Because that's what it said, entirely ready. And then step 7, we humbly ask Him being God, to remove our shortcomings. And as we learned this week, it's just looking at the areas in your life where you fall short. Where you fall short. And you're asking God to remove those hindrances from you so that you can reach the mark, if you will. John 4:10 says, humble yourself in the sight of the Lord, and He shall lift you up. Humble yourself in the sight of the Lord, and He will lift you up. Go look at 5 hindrances that we have to doing step 6 and 7. Hindrances to us being willing. And the first one is we like what we're doing. We like what we're doing. Now let me explain this briefly. That doesn't mean that what we were doing was enjoyable, because it wasn't. What that really means is we had become accustomed to it. We had become used to it, right? That's what it was. It wasn't fun. We wasn't out there laughing and giggling and hee and ha. It was miserable. But that was the life that we had become accustomed to or used to. Second one kind of helps us with that a little more. Number 2, we settle for just enough to get by. We settle for just enough to get by. After a while, y'all, we suffer from low expectations of ourselves. And we stop expecting more from ourselves or God or others. So any way you treat me is fine. Anything that I receive is fine. And we stop believing in ourselves to think that we can do better or we even deserve better. Number 3, this is a big one. Too much effort is required to get to the root issues. Too much effort. We say it's too hard. It's too much work.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
Because we look at all of the things they tell us that we have to do, and we say, you know what? That's too much.
Yeah.
I ain't going to do that.
That's right.
And so we have to be careful and understand that this thing, as one of the brothers that just walked in said, this thing is about effort.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
Yeah.
This is a program of action.
Yeah.
And until we put the effort in, see, it's one thing to say, I want to stay clean.
Yeah.
Those are words. But until my words are followed up with action, I really don't want to get clean.
That's right.
Those are just words.
That's right.
You never listen to the words that come out of an addict's mouth. You watch his feet. That's what you do. If my actions don't match my words, then my words are not true.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
That's like wishing in one hand and pooping in the other.
Yeah. Yeah.
And all that other stuff that our Big Mama and them told us.
Yeah.
This thing is about effort.
Yeah.
And we got to get down to the root cause and conditioning. It said it takes too much effort to get to the root. But until I get to the root, you know what? It keeps coming back up.
That's right.
That's why, see, we work on a surface program.
Yeah.
See, they tell me that recovery is an inside job, and what I come in here trying to do is fix myself up on the outside.
Yeah.
And then I wonder why those weeds keep coming back up, called addiction and character defects and shortcomings. No, I gotta find out why I do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't look at, oh, I drank and I lost this. No, why?
Why?
And then follow that by several other whys till I get back to the root cause to find out where does this stem from.
Wow.
Number 4, enablers. People who keep me from feeling the consequences of our behavior.
Wow.
Enablers. And guess what, y'all? Enablers typically are people who love you and help you.
Yeah.
They're not enemies.
Yeah.
Those are the people, that's where mama falls. That's where husband and wife falls. That's where big mama falls. They're enablers because they can't allow us to suffer. And addicts are consequence-driven people.
Consequence.
I don't change until the consequences get great enough.
Wow.
And nobody outside of me can determine when I done had enough. I'm the only one that can make that declaration. And remember what we said, it's not with words, it's with action.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. And I remove those people gently out of my way so that I can feel the consequences because I know I need to feel it.
That's right. That's right.
The best lesson is a bought lesson.
Oh my.
You know,
Oh my.
it wasn't child abuse back in the day, but my mama used to say, all right, because I was raised in the country and we had those deer-born heaters.
Wow.
And my mama would put my hand close to the heater. She didn't burn me. And then she said, say hot. I said, hot, hot, hot. You know, she had to let me know that, just saying, don't go over there by that heater. That wasn't going to work. She said, now put your hand close.
Yeah.
And then say hot, hot. That's how I learned that stoves were hot.
That's right.
She had to put that thing, my hand closer so I could feel it.
Yeah.
I know what hot is now.
That's right. That's right.
Did any of y'all learn like that?
Yeah.
There was in the country, some of y'all are central air and central heat people. Y'all don't even know what I'm talking about. But if you never been around one of them heaters, you know what I'm talking about.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. That taught me what hot was. And so guess what? We learn how not to use and go places when we suffer the consequences.
Wow.
They say, I don't stop using and I'm going to carry on until the consequences of getting high outweigh the pleasure of getting high.
I'm getting out.
But as long as I can still get some pleasure out of it, insane as it may be, I continue. I had to get to where, you know what? Ain't nothing but consequences.
Yeah.
Then I stop. Enablers try to mitigate the consequences. They try to stop it or slow it down, right? But sometimes us walking around outside homeless for a moment or going without is the best thing.
That's right.
Sometimes we need that.
That's right.
Yeah. I was telling my brother, came down to the bar, he reminded me of my kids. He come down, got out of his Benz, alligator shoes, jeans start, shirt starts, and said, man, loan me $5.
Oh,
I'm like, brother, you're in a $50,000 car, you got a $400 shoe.
yeah.
I don't know how much the jeans cost, but at least you paid $3 to get them starts and at least $1.50 to get that shirt.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
I ain't gonna be able to help you. I said, next time you come down here, you look like you need.
Yeah. Yeah. Look like you need.
See, he spent all his money on what he wanted,
Yeah.
and then he ain't have no money to get whatever he would need. Like, oh no, partner.
Yeah.
That makes me an enabler.
That's right.
Might have been a little hate because his car was prettier than mine, his pants was starts better than mine, his shoes. Might have been a little,
Haterade.
haterade, and that could have been. We'll go with that. Number 5, self-pity.
Oh my.
Self-pity will hinder our willingness. We start feeling sorry for ourselves.
Oh my.
What's that old saying in Alcoholics Anonymous? Pour me a drink.
Yeah.
We got to be careful with that pity pot stuff.
Yeah.
And you know what? Don't nobody feel sorry for grown people.
That's right. That's right.
You know, it's hard for people to feel sorry for people that do self-inflicted things.
Wow.
You know, now that may happen once or twice, but if you keep doing this stuff, then maybe you like it or deserve it.
Yeah.
You know, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
So don't nobody want to hear our sad stories.
Nah.
So let's stop telling them.
My.
The big book says when I got out of the problem and got into the solution, the problem went away.
That's it.
Working step 6 and 7. Working step 6 and 7. Number 1, focus on changing one defect at a time.
Yeah.
Focus on changing one defect at a time. We got a whole bunch of stuff wrong with us.
Yeah.
You can't change all of it at one time. We done this exercise. I gave this week a whole list of character defects,
Okay.
assets and liabilities.
All right.
And brothers circled maybe 15, 20 on the list. And I said, now what you need to do is go to that list and look at the ones that are debilitating for you. And start working on one of them at a time.
Okay.
You know, say for instance, something small, you know, I don't know, cussing.
Yeah.
That's a big, we at church,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or going to the old neighborhood.
Yeah.
Now, which one did I work on first? Cussing? Going to the old neighborhood. Yeah. Lying or getting high. You see what I'm saying? That's how we choose. We look at the ones that's going to cause me the most consequences in the immediate.
Yeah.
That's what I go to working on. And you may end up, y'all, being 25 years clean like me, and a cuss word come out every now and again.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I'm in process.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I chose to stop smoking crack, stealing,
Yeah.
tricking,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
robbing.
Yeah.
I kind of chose those first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they seem to be more important to me. You see what I'm saying?
That's
You know, not that I don't need to work on some of the rest of them, but guess what? If I got a robbing problem and a cussing problem,
Yeah.
I might want to start off
That's right.
with robbing.
That's right. That's right.
Maybe.
Yeah. 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 That's right.
Proverbs 17:24 says, an intelligent person aims at a wise action, but a fool starts off in many directions.
Wow.
See, it's a fool that go to trying to fix everything at one time.
My.
What do we say? I'm a jack of all trades, but a master of none.
Master.
What that really means is I can do a whole bunch of things halfway decent,
Yeah.
but I can't do nothing good.
Nothing good.
Number 2, focus on victory one day at a time.
My.
Focus on victory one day at a time.
My.
Matthew 6:11 says, give us this day our daily bread.
Yeah.
Matthew 6:34 says, don't worry about tomorrow.
Yeah.
Each day has enough trouble of its own.
Yeah.
This is a one day at a time program, y'all.
That's it.
Because guess what? I can't fix yesterday. I can't fix tomorrow. The only thing I can really deal with is right now. Now, I live in today. I plan for the future.
Right.
I need to have some plans and some goals. But you know what? I solve them one day at a time, one step at a time. This is a one day at a time program.
Yeah.
You know, that kept me from getting clean. Because I would say stuff like, I can't never have nothing to drink ever again in life. That was too overwhelming for me.
Yeah.
So I can't never smoke no weed.
Wow.
No more. Ever.
Wow.
And they were like, no, man, you can't smoke no weed today.
Yeah.
It's okay, maybe I can do that.
Yeah.
Maybe I can do this 24-hour thing.
Wow.
But what if I live to be 90?
I'm not.
See, I'm all worried about whether I'm going to be able to sit out on my porch.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm 70, smoking me a blunt
Yeah.
and drinking me some brown liquor
Yeah.
at 70. That was my dream.
Yeah.
But dude, you 28 at the time. Why are we talking about what you're going to do when you're 70?
Yeah.
That was way at 70.
Yeah.
And that was too much.
Too much.
I need to learn how to get through today.
That's right.
Number 3, focus on God's power,
Wow.
not my willpower.
Wow.
Focus on God's power.
Wow.
Jeremiah 13:23 says, can the Ethiopian change his skin or the leopard his spots? Neither can you do good who are accustomed to doing evil.
Wow.
See, it's natural for us. We're born into sin, shaped in iniquity.
Yeah.
And so we don't teach kids to lie.
Right.
You teach kids to tell the truth. We were born liars,
Yeah.
stealers, and cheaters.
Yeah.
You know, we hate to think about that when we think about our kids. But you know, my kids would be done went in there and they have a mouth full of candy or cookies that they wasn't supposed to have. And I say, who ate them cookies? And they like 2. And I'm like, I almost called her name. But anyway, baby, you got cookies in your mouth. I didn't teach her how to tell that lie.
That's right.
She was born like that.
That's right. That's right.
What Beyonce say? I woke up like this.
Yeah.
My baby woke up like that.
Yeah.
But guess what? So did you.
That's
So
right.
did I.
That's right.
So we can't change our spots. But if we put that on top of all of these habits in this history of doing wrong, we can't change this stuff
Yeah.
because we've been operating like this so long. It comes natural.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
My mom said, boy, you a lie for no good reason.
No good reason.
And I wouldn't even be known. They said, whoop.
Yeah.
Had a brother tell me that a while ago. He said, I didn't say that. I said, man, I'm just sitting alone. I didn't say that. I'm like, wow, really? Like the old blues player say, are you going to believe me or your lying ears?
Yeah.
That brother stayed with it too.
Yeah.
He didn't say it.
Yeah.
He gone now, but he stuck with it.
Yeah.
Philippians 4:13 says, I can do everything through him who strengthens me. We access God's power through surrendering, y'all.
Wow.
As long as I'm in the way,
Wow.
God will allow me
Wow.
to stay stuck.
Wow.
It's only when I surrender and get out of the way can I access his power. Because he don't want to argue with us over the glory.
That's right. That's
Either
right.
we're going to be all right receiving the benefits of his power and he get the glory.
Yeah.
And so he allows us to do all that we can
Yeah.
and dig a ditch by ourselves.
Yeah.
And then when we say, all right, Lord,
Yeah.
I give, and then he'll come and fix it.
Oh my.
What we have to learn how to do, y'all, especially those of us in recovery, is learn how to throw our hands up without being homeless.
Yeah.
Throw our hands up without being in jail.
Yeah.
Throw our hands up without being in crisis.
That's right.
See, because we say, I'm going to do everything that I can first. And when there's no other alternative, then I will allow God in.
Wow.
Well, I recommend allowing him to help you from the beginning.
Don't forget. Yeah.
Maybe we won't go to jail.
Yeah.
That may.
Yeah.
Number 4, it gets even better. I almost said gooder, like they say in the country. But since we taping, I didn't want that on tape. Number 4, focus on what I want, not what I don't want.
Wow.
Focus on what I want, not on what I don't want. Y'all, we're like Adam and Eve in the garden.
Yeah.
It was one tree that God said you can't have. But it was a whole bunch of other trees in the garden.
Yeah.
You know what they focused on? That one tree that they couldn't have. And so we spend all our time trying not to get high, trying not to get drunk. Why don't we just focus on living?
Living. Yeah. Living. Yeah. That's right.
Let's do an offensive game and not a defensive game.
That's right.
You know, if I just spend all my time, I can't get high, I can't get high, I can't get high. Where's my attention?
Yeah.
On getting high, right?
Yeah.
My attention ain't on all that. If they done went on out and enjoyed life and ate from the mother tree, we wouldn't be in here today.
Yeah.
So let me put it out.
Yeah.
It's that woman's fault.
Yeah.
To see if I would get a reaction.
Yeah.
No, but the brother was silent, so it was his fault.
Yeah. He's silent.
Philippians 4:8. Fix your thoughts on what is true and good and right. Think about things that are pure. Think about, thank you. All you can praise God for and be glad about. That's where our focus needs to be.
Wow.
And we're so negative, y'all. Our mind just go to all of the stuff we can't do and all of the stuff that's wrong in our lives. And guess what? You woke up this morning.
Yeah.
You know? You woke up this morning.
Thank you.
And things ain't that bad.
That's right.
Let me hear it to step this fifth one and I'll tie it together. Focus on doing good, not feeling good. We used to have a brother in the program, he used to say, you know what, I ain't doing bad, I'm just feeling bad.
Yeah.
And y'all, feelings are not true.
That's right.
Now we have to feel what we feel because what we feel is real, but it don't mean it's true.
Don't mean it's true. That's it.
Because people be saying, I feel like you don't like me. Now, guess what? I can't say they're not feeling that, but guess what? As old people say, most of the time, I'm not even studying you.
Yeah.
I ain't thinking about you.
That's right.
You don't like me. Where you get that from?
Yeah.
I can tell you didn't speak.
You didn't speak. Yeah. I get it.
Like, man, I'm sorry. I wasn't even, my mind was on something else. It wasn't even personal.
Yeah.
But I ain't formulated no feelings towards you.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
I'm gonna treat you as crappy and as good as I do everybody. Me saying be quiet and sit down or shut up and sit down ain't got nothing to do with whether I like you or not. I ain't really even thought about it.
That's right.
But guess what? That door swings both ways. I have feelings too sometimes. I have to realize that, you know what? Just cause I'm feeling it don't make it real. It's real to me and I need to deal with it.
Yeah.
But it don't make it true. Y'all, you see what I'm saying?
Don't make it true.
Don't make it true. It's just true for me.
Yeah.
And I gotta deal with where it's coming from. Galatians 5:16 says, if you are guided by the Spirit, you will be in no danger of yielding to self-indulgence. So if I'm yielding to God, God ain't gonna lead me to overdo something or to be caught in self.
Wow.
But back up to focus on what I want. We gotta figure out, y'all, what I want. Why are you here? What do you want from sobriety? What do you want out of life? Don't fix all of your attention on what you don't want. You know, you ever ask somebody, hey now, what do you want? Well, one thing, I don't want you to talk to me like that. I don't want this. Whoa, that ain't what we talking about.
Yeah.
I'm asking you, what do you want?
Yeah.
Not what you don't want.
That's right. That's right.
You know? See, I was real clear when I came in here that I didn't want to get high no more. And I didn't want to go to jail no more. And I didn't want to sleep outside no more. I knew those things. But what I did not know is what I wanted. And that's what I had to set out and figure out now, what do I want out of life? I already know what I don't want. But I didn't know what I wanted. And that's why a lot of times y'all hear me. You have to learn how to articulate what you want out of life. You got to be clear.
I got to be clear. Yeah.
You got to be clear. We're real clear about what we don't want, right?
Yeah.
I know I'm laboring here, but I want y'all to get this one because I see it all the time.
That's right.
We don't know how to set goals. We don't know how to be clear in asking for what we want.
That's right.
You know, it's hard to help somebody when they doing this. What you want? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just know I don't want to get high. All right, good first step. Now, what do you want? Because until I started to focus on that and start living, see, let me say it another way. You got to have something to hold on to.
Oh my.
And a lot of times what we hold on to is the goodness and the joy. Because guess what? On page 24, we always quote, "There'll come a time in my recovery that I can't bring back with sufficient force the pain, the suffering, the humiliation of a week or even a month ago. I'm without mental defense against the first dream." So if the only thing I got to hold on to is the consequences, sometimes that ain't enough. Sometimes I got to have some stuff like, you know, I'm kind of enjoying sleeping in a bed instead of a cot. You know, I kind of like having some of these. These are keys, y'all. This is a car. That's a car. That's a house key.
That's a house key. That's big stuff.
And that's a key to this building and a key to the safe.
Oh my.
Woo! I kind of like that. I hold on to that. See, sometimes it ain't just, shoot, I got a wife, she kind of like me too. And guess what, y'all? I know I ain't always easy to like. See, sometimes it's those offensive things that we hold on to. It ain't just the consequences. We stay stuck too long on the consequences. Enjoy life. That's why I asked the sister today, you know, what you gonna do for fun today? Let's stop just focusing on what we don't want to do. Let's focus. Shoot, I like choice. Sobriety gave me choice.
That's right.
Woo! Baby, choice is a wonderful thing. You know that? Choice in where I go, you know, what I want to eat. See, when I would go to jail, I would have to eat what them people gave me. But now, I have what my mama called hankerings. That means tasteless stuff. And I'll be, what I want? You know what I'm saying? What I'm going to eat today. That's joy. See, when I was smoking crack, I couldn't do that. I enjoy going and eating what I want to eat. It's typically the same stuff, but at least I have a choice. You know, it ain't like I'm eating nothing extravagant, but you know what? Do I want Williams, Henderson's, or Rudy? See, that's joy. That's joy. That's good.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, ain't no big stuff, but that's choice. Number 6, focus on people who help me, not hinder me. Y'all, we give negative people in our lives too much time and too much space. Focus on the people who help me, not to focus on people who hinder me. Now, because I'm so negative, my whole attention will go to people who hinder me. No, There's some good people in this world.
Yes, it
There's
is.
some good people that want to help you.
Yes, it
Why
is.
not focus on them?
Yeah.
Not just the people who, your haters, or
Yeah.
whatever y'all call them.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
Proverbs 27:17 says, iron sharpens iron, so one man or woman sharpens another.
Yeah.
That's what that is. But I need to focus on people who help me.
Yes, yes.
I didn't think I could live without those old people in those old places and those old things.
Wow.
And that's where